Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a set here for one of our mutual friends, and I'm super excited for her fiance to get it. So I think it's great. Anyways, I'm going to I'm gonna do a voiceover and stuff like that. Sorry, it is a little bit of a longer video, but I'm pretty much here just doing the nail prep, buffed out the nail, applying Beetles base gel. And remember, guys, between each layer that you're seeing me put on, I am also putting it under the lamp and then taking it back out. I've also decided to go with the builder gel. I like on top of the base coat, because pretty much I had did like a little tester. I tried out a few nails where I was just doing the one layer of of base coat, and then I was just like, and then after painting it, and then I'm like, you know what, let me try another nail with builder gel and add more layers to it and see how it looks. The nail looked so much better with the builder gel. It just looked more stronger. It felt stronger, of course. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to start using the builder gel on top. Not a massive thick layer, just like a thin layer of it. For this nail, I'm going to be doing the thumb nail here. I'm using the Rajism, I think that's how you pronounce it. I think that was number 271. It's pretty much like a pale type of nude beige color. Just gonna do a few layers of this on the nail. Pretty much our friend had let me know that, she's looking for something that would help remind her fiance about Florida. And so we spoke a little bit about it, and we were just like, you know, want to incorporate something with like a sunset and like, something with like a palm tree or like palm trees and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, bet. So I looked up online and I saw a few reference photos for palm trees. I saw a reference photo and I just kind of like stared at it for a while, and I'm just like analyzing it and seeing what the heck. So I'm like, okay, here are the colors. Let me see. This is like the angle I'm gonna go at with it. So I kind of like put my own little thing on it, like my own little spin to it. So, anyways, it was definitely challenging. Like, it did take me a while to try and figure it out. This was like the first time I was doing a completely hand painted type of nail, like just where, I'm drawing and stuff like that. So for the nail right now, after getting a decent, background color on it, I didn't want it to be white, so I figured, you know what, let's just go with neutral color. So I did the yellow, again, that is yellow from Beetles. This brand here that I'm using is a little bit more of like a mustard type of color, and I didn't catch the brand that is. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. It's right in front of me. Born Pretty. That's what it's called. And so I'm just kind of mixing in a few colors, like those two colors together. And then I'm going with, again, the brighter yellow orangey color from Beetles. That's number 449. And I'm pretty much just trying to create the background. Like, guys, I used to paint. Painting has always been like something that I was always really, really interested in, and that I used to do a lot back when I was younger as a kid and then even as a young adult. So I really did enjoy doing that. But then I did lean into more like makeup and stuff like that. So doing nails has been a lot of fun for me because it's been challenging and it allows me to still be able to paint, and I just find that super fun. And so even though this nail was challenging, it still was challenging, like in a good way, as if I was like, I was just treating it like, okay, imagine this just as a canvas. And then that's exactly how I moved forward with it. So here I'm going to be grabbing the Beatles. It's like a sparkly purple color, which is super pretty. It reminded me of a sunset type of thing, a really, pretty color. So I'm like, okay, so we're gonna incorporate this. So I'm pretty much just trying my best to blend it out all around the nail, especially on like the top of the nail. I had to, when I did layers, so I was doing layers of the colors. So in between all the colors that I'm doing, I'm putting it under the lamp for, 60 seconds, taking it back out, going back in. Remember guys, once you put the nail in the lamp, like it's going to stay there. Like it's going to stick. So that's the whole point. The downside is if you mess up, then that kind of sucks. But yeah, so here I'm trying to blend it. Okay. I used a paper towel. Okay, and I actually have done this before. But y'all, I'm trying to improvise. I'm like, I don't even have a blending tool. So let me just try to use this paper towel. It worked out fine for this nail. Like it did wind up working out, especially in combination with a brush that I have, with some of the brushes that I have that I'll probably be showing in this one. But yeah, the only downside is with the paper towel, guys, it will obviously leave lint on the nail, which really sucks because at first I was just like, all right, whatever, no big deal. I'm gonna go over it with clear polish. Hopefully it's not a big issue. Like I'll take out whatever little fluffy things I see with the tweezer and then just kind of like go over it. The issue with that though is obviously in my top coat, now I have little pieces of lint all up in my top coat. So that's what really sucks about that. So I definitely won't be doing that again because it's just not worth it. It's not good. So, but I might be getting an airbrush type of tool as a gift for Christmas. I don't know. Don't want to just assume that, but I think so. So that would be really cool. But even though I really did still enjoy actually painting it on, I just got to find different methods, different ways to paint. I got to get myself a little sponge or something. So yeah, a lot of it's trial and error, Anyways, I'm doing the bottom of this nail. I almost winded up bringing it up really far to create a French, but I didn't want to do all that. So I just did it a little bit. Then I began to do the tree, but unfortunately, my camera stopped recording when I was trying to do start the actual palm tree. And so that was aggravating. But yeah, this is me after I realized it, and then I just kept going. I was so happy, y'all, that this nail, it's not perfect, obviously. I'm always going to say that. It's not perfect, obviously. But she's cute. So I'm pretty much just going over each, part of the palm tree and stuff. Also, I'm seeing my nails, and my actual nails look terrible. There's been a lot of wear and tear. I've been seriously just practicing doing press on nails a lot this week. So yeah, my nails look really bad, and they're polygel, so I am going to be removing them this weekend and creating my own set of press-on nails for myself. So I'm very excited for that. Because right now I am taking custom orders and I am gifting some of them But yeah, anyways, so I'm just doing the tree here, the palm tree. Definitely want to give it Florida vibes. And then here I'm taking one of my thinner brushes and just kind of making the details on the leaves of the palm tree where it kind of like has hangs a little bit, and it's almost like a fluffiness at the in a way. I don't even know how to describe it, but it looks like a palm tree, y'all. And yeah, so I ended up being pretty happy with how it came out. And then I wanted to add the red color from this brand. What is it called again? Born Pretty. There it is. So yeah, so I mixed that darkish red color with the yellow, and I'm like, okay, so that's the thing with these type of designs is that you need to create that like gradation of the difference in colors, because that's what makes it look a little bit, it just gives it more detail, like more depth to it. So I really feel like that helped in this nail, and I think it really just helped to give it more of that, pretty much. And then I had also drew with one of my brushes like a little thing on the nail. It almost looks like a little island or something. It looks like something back there. So I think it all tied together pretty well. Then I'm going in with my Beetles top coat. I love this top coat. Like, I've been very tempted to get other top coats, like very, very tempted. But I'm scared to do that because I really do like this top coat. And it seems to work pretty well. So yeah, just doing that. And then with my top coat, just kind of making sure that everything's like even as far as like there's no like bumpiness and stuff like that goes. So trying to minimize that as much as possible, by putting a little bit extra top coat even in certain areas that seem like they're a little bit off. And for this nail, so this would technically be like I guess like the middle nail. I'm going to be doing a flower, but with blooming gel. Blooming gel. So this one was definitely a challenge too. It's hard to replicate the designs for blooming gel because you have to be very precise and everything has to be like perfect, I feel. So it's kind of hard to do that. But I made it work in the end. So yeah, anyways, I'm doing this background color again using the Vargism 271 and the 393. I layered pretty much all of the nails, starting off with 271 two coats, and then 393 also two coats, making those coats pretty thin. For here, I'm putting in the blooming gel. Guys, I cannot pronounce this brand name for the life of me, but yeah. So I did that. Took one of my dotting tools with the Black Beetles gel polish. And so here, I didn't speed this part up. Like, I was trying to work very quickly. Like, I didn't speed it up in the editing. I was trying to work very quickly because especially when you're using a color like black, there tends to be like a gray color that starts forming on the outside around it. So you got to work quick with it. And if you wanted to kind of spread a certain way, then you can also maneuver that with the dotting tool. For this flower, I am using a smaller dotting tool, and then I'm using the thinner brush on it to kind of help spread out the black to the shape of what I wanted it to be. So yeah, I'm just trying to work quickly with it, and then I quickly like put it under the lamp and stuff like that. This flower did come out a little bit darker than the other one. So I'm here using various colors to try and lighten it up a little bit and also add in some details. Y'all, I freestyled this nail. So I just went with it, because I wanted to tie in the colors into the rest of the nails just to make it look a little bit more cohesive. And so I'm using that same color from the God, I'm struggling to remember the name. Born Pretty. I'm using that same color that I mixed a little bit with the other Beetles color, and just kind of making these little like swirly type of designs just to kind of emphasize it more, to make it look a little bit more like a flower. And so I definitely wanted to give it like that, you know, Florida type of feeling. And then I winded up using the Beetles. So I went back to this purple sparkly gel color. I still can't get over it. It's so pretty, y'all. It's so pretty. So I'm also gonna like kind of go around the orange color that I did and go over it a little bit too, just to kind of again tie in these really pretty colors and just make the details like pop out more. Also, guys, I did wind up doing a double, kind of like a double French, incorporating the colors of the yellow and the orange. Just my camera stopped recording for some reason, so I'll probably post that in a separate video. Also, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you did enjoy it. It really helps me out a lot. And I notice I do turn the nail a lot, like the accent nails a lot, because I want to make sure that I'm looking at it from like every angle and not missing any like parts of the nails, and just making sure that it looks a little bit more consistent. I feel like it could have came out a bit better, but this is just kind of where I'm at right now when it comes to the drawing. Like I redid that nail so many times, and so I feel like this is like as good as it was gonna get at this point. To add more detail and to make the black a little bit lighter, I went in with the Beetles white color and just trying to give it again a little bit more details. I did also go back in with the black color over the white because I realized I probably should have used a bit of like a thinner type of brush. But I was just working with it and just trying to, you know, tone it down a little bit by going back in with a little bit of black, mixing that into a gray. I do also have other videos on my channel if you guys want to go check them out. I'm also going to be posting more videos in the next few days. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for those. And then after I'm done doing these little like details, I'm going to use I think they're called caviar beads. And so I did wind up using 3 beads on it, 2 on top, 1 on the bottom, but I kept going out of frame with that one. I used the Macart 3D gel just to make sure that they would like stick on, just to give it something to stick on to. Also, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And then after putting that on, I did wind up going over the entire nail with a top coat. Mostly because I just really didn't want to risk one of them like kind of popping off. And also, I just feel like that was like the best way to go about it. I might not do that next time. Next time I might not go over it with a top coat, but I figured in this one it would be best. So yeah, these are the nails, guys. Let me know what you think about it. And if you have any feedback or suggestions. I'm hoping that you'll like the nails. I'll be posting a video of the packaging soon.